Hello there, and welcome back to Normal Guy Games. So this time we have something a little bit different. I'm going to be unboxing a copy of Tanto Cuore, Memento Mori, and this is something I purchased from Kickstarter because my wife and I absolutely adore this game. We're real big fans of deck builders, and this is one with an interesting theme. Tanto Cuore is one of those where you're buying, I guess, the service of maids. But in this one, it's actually kind of a Halloween theme. So let's unbox it and see what it looks like. I'm kind of excited. So I love Tanto Cuore. And it's one of those that even my wife absolutely adores this game. It's fun, and it is, I don't know, it's very customizable. There's a lot of cards and stuff that you can do, that you can put in and out of the game. There's randomizers to where you can mix the different sets, and there's a lot of different sets. You know, there's like Winter Romance, Oktoberfest, Expanding the House, and I have all of them, and I have purchased all of them. So this is something that I purchased from Kickstarter. This is not something that was sent to me, and on this one I went all in. So the first thing that we get here is the playmat. And I already have a playmat for Tanto Cuore, but this one plays a little bit differently, so I decided to go ahead and grab the new playmat as well. And what you also get in here is you get some promo cards, and these cards, this is really neat. They usually will do some like foil cards and some different promo cards when you purchase the game, when you do a Kickstarter or whatnot. And these are alternate art, and there's also some larger cards, and the larger cards are actually for this other game that's in there, which is, let's pull this out here. This is Moto Tanto Cuore, which is another take. It's a different take on Tanto Cuore, and I have not played it yet, but it looks interesting. It's deck building with worker placement, which I love worker placement games too. I'm actually really fond of games like Lords of Waterdeep and whatnot. And then, of course, the pièce de résistance, Tanto Cuore. So this is the base game. This you don't. Oh, okay. So yeah, I lost my blade. That's awesome. Okay. Well, anyway, so this is. This game, all the expansions, quote unquote, actually are kind of standalone games. So you can play each of the expansions without the others. So you don't need the base game to play this one. You don't need this one to play any of the others. And, you know, you get the idea. So this one is sort of a Halloween themed game. The game itself is still the same at the core. It's a deck builder. The rule book in this one is nice and large, which is great because the previous rule books were kind of small, and they were like a little pamphlet style rule book, which is great when you're trying to stick the rule book into a small box, but it helps to have a bigger rule book. Now this one has rooms, and the rooms can either be regular or haunted, and that's a kind of a new thing. And there's also tarot cards which have effects on them, which that's also new. You get your dividers and some tokens along with the cards themselves. Now the game itself comes with a bunch of different maids, and like any deck builder, you're going to have your currency cards, which is that's what the love cards are, and the you have also all of the different maid and even butler cards, because in Winter Romance they introduced butlers as well. So you can purchase the services of handsome butler men as well. Now in this one there are ghosts, so there are ghost maids and ghost butlers that go along with the game. Now going through these tarot cards, the art is beautiful, as is the norm for Japanime games. You know, they always have really nice art, really nice cards, and it's printed on very thick card stock. As you can see here, you have a representation from each of the different tarot cards that you would get, the Lovers, the Fool, the Teacher, whatnot, and they each, as you can see, have a little effect on them. And this is, again, part of the game. And this is new to this particular expansion. The previous expansions did not have tarot cards. There are room cards in this one. Now there were room cards in Expanding the House, but not like this. This is kind of interesting, to where you have one side where the mansion is kind of a condemned sort of a room, and then you have like a haunted room. And then you have, on the flip side, you have the restored room, to where it's all nice and pretty and bright and shiny. Now, I haven't delved into the rules yet, but this is something that we are going to play very soon. I'm quite looking forward to it. I love this game. Now, as you can see here, you get dividers, and that's standard fare. We're not going to focus too heavily on the dividers, but it is nice because of how many different cards you get, and because of how the game is managed. When you pull out a randomizer, the randomizers it's one card for each of the base cards that you have, and when you use this randomizer, you get random. You can get a random deck of cards, or a random, tableau of cards to play with each time you play. And that particular, these are the randomizer cards. Now, it has one for each. My goodness. Anyway, it has one for each card in the set, and as you can see here, it's got some very lovely art, very interesting stuff. And these cards, there's a whole huge deck of these that you can choose from, so there really is a lot of cards that can be put into the deck. Now, these are your love cards. You have the 1 love, which is 1 currency, the 2 love, obviously 2 currency, and the 3 love, the 3 currency. And that is, if you see in the upper left, that's the cost of purchasing the card, because you can purchase more as you go on. Now, each of the maids has an effect that they do, and they either let you draw cards, or they give you servings, or they let you play more cards, or they give you love. So that depends on the symbol here. So that one lets you draw a card, and it also gives you +1 love, which is really neat. And your servings are how many cards you can play. So, depending on how you do things, obviously the deck can be built in different ways. And as you can see here, there's a lot of different options for you. And the game really does, it offers a lot. If you can get past the theme, which I think the theme is really neat, because I'm really big into anime. This is one of my favorite sort of anime games. Some people think the theme is a little bit weird, but honestly, it's just like any other anime you would ever see. It plays out like an anime, sort of, if you really look at it that way. But you get several copies of each card, and you can see there each of the cards has different effects, and there are new effects to each of the this particular expansion. And you get these cards here. This is for Moto Tanto Cuore, and these are very beautiful cards. I love the art on these. I love the large cards are really cool. And these cards are alternate art cards, and it's just kind of like flavor cards more than anything. They can be used in the game, but honestly, I just like to keep them to the side because I think they're neat. And each expansion has its own set of alternate art cards and foil cards and special cards and all that. Now, going through the rule book, as you can see here, you have your table of contents. And it moves on to give you a kind of general overview of the game. The game is really simple to play once you get started. There's only 4 real general things that you need to remember, and that's your servings, your card draws, your love, and it's really not that bad. It really isn't. It looks like it's crazy, but it's not. The difference between this one and the other one, the big difference is the rooms, and you get rooms and spirit tokens that you can spend, and the rooms you can restore the rooms, and all of this boils down to getting more points. Now, the game itself, it actually can play out really quickly. I've had games end as soon as 15-20 minutes if you're really playing for it. And at the end of the book, it also gives you a description of all the cards and what they do. And there's usually, and if you have any questions or whatnot, it's usually in the back there. The book is also made of a really nice thick cardstock. And the mat is lovely. It is quite nice. It's soft. It's kind of like it's like a felt almost is what it feels like. It's really cool. It's different from the other mat, which is just the regular neoprene mat. So this one is kind of a premium mat, and I really like it. You can see here it's got places for all of your cards, and it's got places for your tokens or whatnot. And then, as kind of a bonus, I'll just show you what's going on with Moto Tanto Cuore. And as you can see, I just got a little bit of damage on one corner. It's nothing too crazy. So I'm not entirely too sure what this is, but I ordered it because I am a fanatic for Tanto Cuore. I did not get a copy of Beach Volleyball, but I think I will eventually. But Moto Tanto Cuore, I really do need to read the manual because I have absolutely no idea how this game plays out. This is 2 to 4 players, 30 to 60 minutes. It's kind of a lighter game is what it looks like to me. And this is, as you can see here, this is the old style rule book. This is the kind of rule book that you got with the other games as well. It's very simple. It's very easy to read. And, honestly, I think I will do another video on this stuff, a different video for next time. And I think I'll leave it here. So anyway, if you like this kind of content, please let me know. If you don't, let me know also. That's fine. But please like and subscribe. And if you don't mind, come back, join me again, and we'll see you in the next video.